ho ho! There, kid. Hey, and welcome to another Sunday morning Samoflange.
Ho ho! Did you almost hear?
Ho ho! Ho ho! No.
Do you hear the jingle bells?
Do you hear what I hear?
Do you hear what I hear? It's another Saturday morning Samoflange. Hi, folks. I'm Benjamin.
It is Christmas time. Christmas time.
Hey, Christmas time again.
So last time we did top 5 overrated Christmas songs.
We did.
And we're hating on Christmas once again this year.
Because bah humbug.
Bah humbug. This one is top 5 overrated. This idea came to me last year.
Okay.
We had already recorded the our Christmas episode, and while I was saying
last year we were in a good Christmas spirit, weren't we?
No, definitely.
We were happy about Christmas at that time.
No, we're always happy.
We're
about
always
Christmas.
happy, but
we had decided to do something negative just for fun.
It's worthy to discuss.
Because I think it happened. We were talking about I think I told you a while back we were doing whatever we were doing before the Christmas episode. I said, God, if this song plays every time on the radio, I'm just so sick and tired of it. Yeah. You know, Christmas songs.
Yeah,
we're tired of. And then I said, you know what? That's what we're going to talk about. Christmas songs we're tired of. And while I was saying goodbye to the team, end of the year, last year, we were saying, Merry Christmas, all that stuff. And so I said, hey guys, don't forget to watch. Don't forget something's coming out on something if you want to catch it, or it's free to stream or whatever. And then the guy goes, I think that's one of the most overrated Christmas. And everyone's like, whoa, overrated Christmas movie.
Yeah, and you're like,
and then I was like,
ping, little light bulb appears over your head.
I said for next year,
yeah,
we'll do that for next year. Now, mine are ranked by popularity.
Ranked by popularity.
By what I think people will be pissed off.
Ooh,
I did the ranking a little differently.
I will rearrange my list really quickly. Then that won't be difficult for me. Hang on.
I think people are going to get angry. I don't think anyone's. Well, there may be a few people getting angry about 5. More about 4, more with 3, more with 2, and definitely with 1. There's going to be an outrage.
Yeah, I've got that. Okay, I've just resorted my list.
You don't have to. I was just saying.
No, I like it. I like it. It's a fun twist. We're doing a twist
outrage,
on Christmas outrage, so let's just sort them by outrage.
Instead of Christmas joy. It's going to be Christmas jeers.
Outrage.
So Christmas fury that we have here. And is there crossover? That is the big answer.
Oh, man. If I get to choose, I'm going to say 0.
Okay, then I have to go 1.
Yeah.
However, I do not think there will be 1 either.
I don't think there will be any crossover.
I don't think there will be 1.
And yet, these are most overrated Christmas movies. So there must be some movies.
These are Christmas movies that are genuinely liked. That's the rule. We can't say Christmas Vacation 2 or something.
Okay. All right.
Or Jingle All the Way too. People hate those.
All right. So genuinely liked Christmas movies that you
think are overrated.
Apparently, there must be something on your list that is quite popular.
All right. You know what? I'll go first.
All right. Let's have it.
Number 5. I just saw it last year. It's The Snowman.
The Snowman.
Yeah. This is a cartoon that came out in the 1980s. It's classic. Everyone talks about it. I've seen it advertised all the time.
You're not talking about Frosty the Snowman.
No.
That's in the 60s.
The Snowman.
Yeah, okay.
A boy makes a snowman. He comes to life. They have a magical time together. Not like Frosty. There's
no
words.
Of Frosty.
No, it's just music, instrumental music, and him having a wonderful magical night with a magical snowman.
Really? There's no dialogue.
No.
Okay.
David Bowie introduces the cartoon.
Oh, I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just. I mean, the cartoon, the animation's fine, but it's boring. And they're talking about this soft, sweet classics. I see this all the time. When you look up holiday classics or whatever,
sure.
Snowman's not going to be at the top, but it's going to be in that area. List. It's in that. If there's a top 50, Snowman's in it.
Interesting.
And I said, well, every year I try to watch a Christmas movie we have never seen before.
Yeah.
And so,
sure. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool idea. There's plenty of them to choose from.
There's plenty of them to choose from. There's plenty of popular ones. Last year I saw one that was so good. I saw it again this year. I don't know if you've seen.
It's not on the list. Clearly.
No, it's not. Klaus with a K.
I have seen that
from Netflix.
Yeah,
it's wonderful. Yeah. Saw it someone told me to see it.
Yeah,
and I would never have seen that movie. No,
I'm not watching that.
But I just watched it this past week with my nephew, and we both agreed it was really good. It's a really good movie. But anyway, probably even better the second time. But yeah, I'm just gonna go low ball on it. Snowman.
The snowman.
Snowman.
Or just snowman.
It's not gonna piss
That's
many people
interesting.
off.
That's interesting.
But it is rendered a classic. So go ahead.
Well, this one isn't going to piss many people off.
That's fine. Mine didn't either.
And I swear, I had to write this note on here. I swear that I had this on my list before I saw it on BuzzFeed. And BuzzFeed actually stole it almost exactly the way I was going to say it.
All right.
Because I had written any movie on the Hallmark Channel whatsoever. Like
Well,
all of them. And
Yeah.
any Christmas Hallmark movie, period. I don't care which one is the best one of them all. They're all the same.
Yeah.
They're all horrid. They're all soap operas with pretty people that are prettier than they are actors.
Now here's the deal.
Or they're washed up actors and they just want to do a Christmas movie for their grandkids or something.
Years ago, a Saturday morning Samoflange was top 5 Hallmark movies.
No way.
With the Mrs. and Mikey.
No.
While I sat here and grinched it the whole time.
And they watch those? I know
They
Megan
watch them,
does. I know the
and
missus watches them.
Now, the missus would rewrite her top 5 right now, and she is not enjoying some of the Hallmark. She's trying some of the new ones, and the new ones, in her opinion, suck.
So, like, part 7 of the series that she's been watching
It's
is
the
not...
same movie over and over again.
You don't say.
But she is not liking the Hallmark Christmas movies that are out right now.
Okay.
She likes the older ones.
Okay.
She hasn't seen a really good one this year.
Okay. All right.
But she and Mikey sat here and did a top 5 one year, and I just sat there
How does
with gritted
Mikey
teeth.
watch those?
I don't know.
He has such good taste in so many things. It must
But
be
not
something
in
sentimental.
Christmas movies.
You know
yeah.
what's funny is I went up to Canada, what was it, in October or so, and did Clue on stage. And then as I was standing outside and, the audience was leaving and we're after the show, one of the ladies comes up to me. She says, "Have I seen you in something before?" And I was like, "I don't know. I doubt it, but maybe. I have a few movies out there." And she says, "You look just like one of the guys on the Hallmark Channel from that Christmas movie." And I'm like, "Really? Okay.
Wow.
I'll take it. That's great. Thank you very
so
much."
you take it as a compliment, but you think the movies are overrated. Got it.
I'll take it as a compliment. Don't.
That's funny.
It's not like I would turn down the paycheck as an actor.
There you go. That's
So
right.
I'm not going to turn it down,
Yeah.
but I won't brag about it. So
Yeah, won't brag about
even
it,
if I
yeah.
were in the Hallmark movie, I would still have it as my number 5 on this list. I wouldn't even care.
You would be the guy who stayed in his hometown as this big time girl who's a veterinarian in New York has to come home for the first time because her mom guilt trips her.
Save the dog or
Yeah,
something. Save the
okay.
family pet.
That's so stupid.
Oh,
My
boy.
number 4 is a classic that I saw not recently, but I saw a couple years back. I thought everyone goes gaga over White Christmas.
White Christmas.
But I mean, it's okay, but it's
not good, no.
It plays in theaters every
No
year
way.
around here. Yes,
Really?
every year, White Christmas is playing
I
in
would
theaters.
say that would be my honorable mention number 6 or so.
It is. It
No.
is not that good. I've heard people say they love it,
No.
and it's an older movie. It's okay, but no, it is not
It's
that.
really
It does
boring.
not
It's
deserve
really
to be.
slow.
Yeah, it's
not.
very slow.
No, I can agree with that 100%. Like, that one's easy to agree with. And it's so
And
much
like I
so
said,
that... I just didn't really think it was that highly rated, but I guess it is. I didn't realize that it came out so often in theaters here.
It does, and
everything.
people are like, "Ooh, White Christmas is out in theaters again. You gonna go see?" No, I don't want to go see White Christmas.
No, I don't want to watch it on TBS
You
at
know.
midnight. No.
So I attacked an older classic, but still, we're playing it safe here.
That's fine.
All right, so you go number
I'm playing
4.
it fairly safe, but my number 4, which is Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone 5,
Oh,
Home Alone 6.
you can stop at Home Alone 2.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't like Home Alone 2.
Wow.
No, it's...
that they have watched it downstairs at least 3 times. In my
No
house.
way.
Megan is a big fan of 2. She admits 1 is the better one, but she loves 2. Now, anything past 2 does not exist in her world.
Look.
Even the reboot.
Look, even Home Alone 1 struggles for me to watch. I like
I
Home
can't
Alone.
watch it every year.
No, absolutely not. It's a struggle. It may be an honorable mention, to be honest with you.
To be fair, I feel the same way. It's a movie that I'm never going to rush to see. One day I will watch it again.
Exactly. And it's like once every 5 to 10 years. Sure.
5 years. That's
5
a
years.
good
I haven't
spot.
seen Home Alone in a long time. And you know what?
I would probably turn it on in 5 years.
And I think I had my 5-year watch of it either last year or the year before, and I was like,
3 years ago for me.
most of this movie isn't that great.
It was 3 years ago. Well, I've just seen it so many times. It's fine. it's Christmas.
It's probably just that we have seen the gags so many times, and if you've never seen that movie before, it's terrific. You know, it's fun to see him do his thing.
But it misses some of the classic stuff that I don't want to talk about this because I know we're going to talk about it next week. But there's a movie we saw that we rewatched in theaters.
Sure.
And the thing is, this movie is over 20 years old, and it's solid.
Solid.
Today, it
From
holds
start to
up.
Finish.
The jokes, we know them.
Yeah.
We're quoting them,
and
we're
the
loving
pacing
it.
is zip, 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 zip,
Yes.
zip the whole way.
It's
Home
actually a
Alone
perfect 10.
is a slog all the way up till maybe the last,
It has its classic lines.
40 minutes of the movie.
I'll be honest. My children were watching this 2 nights ago or whatever, before 2. They're one for the third time they've watched. The John Candy scene in the van where he's talking about leaving his kid at the funeral home.
Pure ad
That's
lib.
pretty good.
Yeah, you know that's pure ad
that's
lib.
pure ad lib.
Yeah.
And it's gold.
Yeah.
It's gold. It got me chuckling again. John Candy, genius. Unfortunately, that's at the end of the movie. Now, the thing is, though, I don't think I'd probably smile. I'd probably say some of the quotes, but I would actually chuckle at that John Candy scene, and that would be it. I think for me.
Yeah.
I mean, nostalgic smile,
Sure.
but the only laugh it would get at him, where the other
John
one had
Candy.
me laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
This one, and Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. Seen that? I
Yeah,
watch that
it's
every
not-
couple of years,
it-
and it delivers its laughs.
Yes.
It's something I can't watch every Thanksgiving, but I do watch. I do think it's great. I love Steve Martin and John Candy, but and nothing against the movie. Like that, Home Alone isn't on mine, but Home Alone 2.
I'm on 2, 3, 4, anything after. I may have seen 2 and 3 once, and I immediately disregarded them. It's sort of like, all right, I'm done with this. Like Gremlins 2 downstairs that was playing when I walked in.
So
Gremlins 2, 3, 4, 17, all of them. I'm just like, really? What's just enjoy the first one and let it be.
what? I think we've mentioned this. I'm positive we've mentioned this
right.
on the podcast.
Let's have it.
So, and I hate name dropping, but since you mentioned Home Alone 3, I have never asked French.
You've never asked him?
I've never asked him. Whenever I talk to him, but if you don't know, we know French Stewart.
French Stewart.
He's a super nice guy, super cool guy. But whenever I talk to him,
Do we need to pause for a moment for
No,
people
it's
to
okay.
IMDb French Stewart? They're like, why do I know that name?
they know him from Third Rock from the
Third Rock
Sun.
from
That's
the
the
Sun.
only thing he's been. But to me,
Stargate.
he's the guy from Stargate.
Yeah, he's the guy from
And
Stargate.
I ask about Stargate and coming back to Stargate Universe. Megan had me text him not the other day, but last year, because she was watching a TV show where he was the villain, and it didn't get renewed, and it was on a cliffhanger with him as the villain.
No.
She said, Will you text him and ask? I said, Bub, I do not want to text him and ask him a stupid question about a show from the
That
year
he may not have
2010.
anything to do with.
And I texted him, and sure enough, he said, hey, I didn't know. They didn't give us the script for the next season. But anyway, I have never asked him about that or Inspector Gadget 2. But the thing is, though, I think he would laugh it off.
Sure.
And the thing is, I want to ask him, what was the expectation? Were we just there's no shame in saying I'm grabbing that paycheck and
Were
going
we just
home.
saying to your
but
agent,
he was playing Harry,
your agent
Joe
called,
Pesci.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just thought that was an odd choice, changing the boy, doing the story over in a cheap direct to video was big back then.
Yeah, that was a big
That
deal.
was print. It was printing money, the same as printing money.
Bigger deal than Netflix or
Yeah, because you'd always find kids that wanted to rent it.
Yeah.
At Blockbuster or your video store, and then buy it on DVD or VHS. I'm sorry.
Right.
And the thing is, though, it was like printing gold back in the day, so that's why we have a schlag of underperforming VHS tapes. But I mean, watching it before I knew him, I saw this, and I thought it was just terrible. I have not watched it again, but now that I know him, does it change? Do I forgive some of Home Alone 3 now?
Are some of the jokes funny now because it's him delivering the line?
And I know him. I know that's the thing. But then is that bias now that I know him? Yeah, that's the thing.
But I mean, that's just a fun, unique experience that you can watch it and to see what's funny and what isn't. What suddenly is funny because you know the guy.
yeah.
You know.
Either way, though, that's fair, though.
I think
on the other
that
ones,
things
but-
like that, you just get a call from your agent one day and you're just like, hey, I got this for you. And you're like, sure.
You gotta work.
I gotta work.
But back in the day, direct to DVD was everywhere, and I bet it did make money.
Pre-Netflix.
I guarantee you, Home Alone 3 made money.
Well, it depends on what
From
his
production
what his
costs.
agent, what kind of contract he got.
Well, yeah, but
Was
I'm
it
just saying
based on the sales or was it just a job? You know?
DVD sales back then for these direct to DVD, those things were just it was
They were
printing
printing money
back
for
then.
the studio, but for the actor.
Well, not for the actor,
Exactly.
no, but they got shoestring budget. But either way, though, all right, that's fair though.
So that was my number 4. Was anything after Home Alone 1? What was your number 4? Your number
My number 4 was White Christmas. My number 3. Now, I just had someone say, "Oh, this is my favorite Christmas movie."
Really?
And I was like, "Oh, really?" Because Polar Express.
Polar
sucks.
Express is my number 3.
Holy cow!
Direct crossover.
Direct hit. I just sunk the battleship.
That's right.
All right, so one crossover, unbelievable.
Polar Express is garbage, dude.
I
Like,
first saw this movie. It was years after. Everyone kept telling me it's classic.
No.
There is nothing redeemable.
Nothing. I hated it. Hated it from start to finish.
Tom Hanks.
I know.
And I still despise.
Right. I was halfway through the movie. I'm like, this is the movie everybody wanted me to go see?
This is the movie people still
Still
talk about.
love.
Hot Cocoa.
Yeah, get your hot cocoa out of here.
I watched it once. I pray I never watch it again.
Same.
I don't want my children knowing about this movie. I want them to hate it just as much as I do. I cannot stand this film. And there
rage swell
but
inside
the thing
your
is,
children.
there are people who, when you talk about Christmas classics, Polar Express is always up in there.
I feel the hate swelling.
Do you remember that Sesame Street song where it says, "One of these things is not like the other"? It had
One
3
of these
chairs and an
things does
elephant.
not belong.
Yeah. The elephant is white, the Polar Express.
Express,
It's a
yeah.
polar bear.
It's horrible.
With 3 bars of gold and bars of gold in each picture, and then a polar bear in the last picture. It does not belong. It is garbage.
Not to mention the uncanny valley of the CG and the weird eyes.
I get it, that it was special back in the
Sure.
day. It aged poorly, but then the music, no. Just the whole premise of it, just buh. I felt like I was suffocating.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Like the hot cocoa song, they were hoping that would be cute and catchy. It's annoying. It's annoying.
I
cannot believe we got it right at 3.
Do
too.
I know the person who that's their favorite Christmas movie?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Someone at work told me that today, and I was
It's
like,
good
"Oh my
because
gosh!"
I would have lost friendships with that person if you'd have told me that.
But when I guarantee you type in Christmas classics, Polar
I know,
Express is
I
in
know,
that 10.
I know. I've seen it.
It's in the 5, maybe
in
7.
the top 5.
Oh, it's on people's list. Polar Express. is
Ladies
up
and
there.
gentlemen of Saturday Morning Samoflange, if you've stuck with us this far, please leave in the comment section why you like or dislike Polar Express.
I really want to know. Now the
Please.
next, I'm throwing fireballs. The next 2. I mean,
Next 2,
I am going to
wow.
hurt feelings.
Oh, hit it. My number 3 is done. So
Okay,
number
so
2.
number 2.
Fireballs.
We're hurting feelings
Mario
now.
has just eaten the
And
flour.
we're gonna disagree.
He's got fireballs coming out of
I
his
bet
hands.
this is a disagreement
Let's
between the
have
2
it.
of us too. My wife loves the film. A lot of people, my family loves the film. They quote
ready.
it.
I'm ready.
I don't want to see it again. I don't want it. And this is what the guy at work said that pissed everyone off, but I agreed with him. Elf is overrated.
Elf is overrated.
I do. I don't think. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I got one more watch in the chamber in my lifetime.
Sure.
Maybe. And the thing is, where he, Christmasifies the department store.
Yep.
That's a nice moment.
Yep.
Where he's singing in the shower.
Yep.
That's a nice moment.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
But it's Will Ferrell doing Will Ferrell, and it's just.
Which only he can do like that.
I get it, and it's just. I was like, I've seen it. I don't need to see it again.
Okay.
Yeah, eating gum underneath the subway. That's disgusting, but okay. I mean, the thing is, like I said, I know it has its moments, but Megan, like the thing that's quoted around the house, my parents have so much. Does it have sugar in it? Then yes, and that's
boy.
something they love about the syrup and everything like that.
Sure.
It's fine, but it's just not a movie. Just everyone talks about. I'm like, to me, it's just not that good.
Sure. And here's what I'll say. It's not in my list, but I will agree with you that it is overrated. But
Yeah.
I have a different experience with Elf because I didn't even see it until probably 2020, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
my.
never even seen it until 2020. And then it was
Oh,
one of those.
wow.
It was a COVID watch for me, I believe.
Wow.
And because I don't know why or how I missed it in the years, but then it never was a thing for me to go back and see
It's been
it.
in your face.
And then I was dating Kristen at the time, and
Yeah.
it was one of her favorites, and so we watched it for Christmas. And I look, I thought it was hilarious because I had never seen it before, and I had a
Yeah.
great time watching it. But
I think I did too when I first saw it back
Yeah.
in, what was this, 2005?
I don't know. Must have been
2004?
I know it's been around a while.
I was working at DirecTV back then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we thought it was funny to pick up the phone and say, "What's your favorite color?" And when I dared someone to say that, and he did, and I laughed because he said it. He said, "Hey, it's Paul Cooper. What's your favorite color?" And I was like, "Get out of here."
Yeah.
Because we were quoting the movie. And the thing is, but it just, to me, it just hasn't aged well. I don't know.
I don't. Maybe
Zoe Deschanel is a big name now,
she
or
was a
bigger
big
name than what
deal.
she was back
Yeah,
then.
That's true.
But I'm not a Zoe Deschanel fan. I mean, I don't hate her.
I think she's
But
fine,
there's some
yeah.
guys that are like, man, she's super cute.
I mean,
I get the quirky, cute thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just, it's not for me. But
she's something. She's
Okay,
got some
no,
good
no.
talent. No, I like her, but I think I haven't seen the movie 100 times yet. And so but look, here's the thing. I've only seen it in 2020. It's 2024 as we record this. And so I've only had an opportunity
Still
really
fresh
to
for
watch.
you.
It's still
Got it,
fairly
yeah.
fresh.
Okay.
So I may have seen the movie a grand total of 3 times at this point because I haven't watched it every year. So maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
And I still, even now, wouldn't. I have no desire to watch it. This is the Christmas season.
you would never suggest to watch it.
I would
but
never
if someone else
suggest to watch
suggested it, you'd sit
But
and
if somebody,
watch.
yes, that's exactly where I am right now.
I
with
got it. Okay,
and I could
that's fair.
see that very quickly deteriorating.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't know you didn't see it.
I
for
mean,
the
most
first
people
15 years.
most
Okay.
people wouldn't have thought that I hadn't seen
Okay.
it. So yeah, but
All right.
But
Well,
I enjoyed it. But I think it would quickly lose its luster.
It does.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
does. It does. I don't remember how many times I watched it, but after a while, I was like, it's just not. I've seen this.
My number 2 is going to throw some fireballs at you.
I'll go for it.
I mean, it's
I'm
going to be
ready.
harsh, and I have to say this just because I did watch this movie last year, and I remember thinking like I have lots of nostalgia for this, and I enjoy it, but I still don't like it as a film anymore, and that's Gremlins.
Gremlins, really?
yeah.
Okay. I'm not married to Gremlins because I just did see it, and I appreciate some of its cinematic
Sure.
classicness, and I enjoyed it. However, this was the first time in 16, 17 years since I'd seen it. And I remember, I just told Megan this, once we watched Gremlins 2, which we are currently watching with the girls right
Right.
now because they saw Gremlins with us. Once we went to the second one, I'm good for another 15, 20 years.
20 years? Wow.
Not that I hate the movies, but it's just one of the things like, meh. You
That's
know,
what I mean. It doesn't
I
deserve-
got a Gremlins, and
Yeah.
now I'm moving on.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
deserve to be in a top 10 list anymore of Christmas movies. There are 10 other
No.
movies that are better than Gremlins.
No.
Is my point.
Oh, there's tons of
Christmas
good,
movies.
better Christmas movies. Yeah,
And so-
I'm like that, like you are with Elf. I'm mediocre on Gremlins. That's a big pick. though.
But Gremlins is a huge one that I think a lot of people would
No,
have
no,
ire
a lot of people
about.
love the first one.
But I mean,
a lot of people love the
I
first
adored
one.
the first one when I was a child. I adored it when I was a teenager.
I loved it when I was a kid.
I liked it when I was in my early 20s. But now it's kind of like, it's all right. It's good.
It's probably been 20 years now to think about since I'd seen it. So I mean, if I'm watching it every 20 years.
You might watch it one more time
I'm
before you
okay.
die.
I might. But the thing is, though, I'm good after this watch, and I'm good.
Yeah, and it's just,
Yeah.
It's got its moments, like I said.
It's got its moments. It's got cinematic moments, like Elf has.
but
its
it doesn't
little
deserve to be on
moments,
everybody's top list.
but I agree. All right.
And it is on a lot of top lists. Gremlins is.
Oh, it is.
It's on
really?
a lot of top
Oh,
Christmas
wow.
movies, yeah.
Wow, did not know that. Mine. Boy, I'm gonna get hate for this.
Are we
one.
going to get crossover? I'm
this
nervous
is,
now.
No,
'cause
this is. I'm gonna get struck down from the high heavens
I think
of
we're
Christmas movie.
We might
people.
have a 2 here.
You're never gonna.
I'm feeling it.
I'd be because it's not only a Christmas movie.
It's a Halloween movie.
Shut up.
We had a crossover.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right at the top.
Number one.
Number
Nightmare
one. Yeah, we hit not only at number 3, dead on, sunk the battleship, but we sunk the aircraft carrier as well.
Wow.
Nightmare Before Christmas is a totally overrated Christmas movie.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same way.
I
We're both going to get all kinds of flack. But I challenge all of you to deeply look into your soul, watch that movie again, and tell me why it's so wonderful in your eyes.
am blown away. I did not think that would be on your list.
Yep.
That is, and everyone loves it. It's heavily
Nah.
merchandised. Here's
Nah.
the thing. There's some good music.
There's some good music. Boogie Boogie Man is great.
Oogie Boogie. What's this? What's
What's this?
Yeah,
It's pretty
great.
fun.
Okay.
Sure.
It's
However,
not a good movie.
No, it's pretty slow.
It's
it
not.
drags.
I never want to see this movie again.
I don't either.
That's why it's
No.
number one too. I never
No.
want to see it again.
No.
I don't think it's that good a
I
movie.
could watch it again. I think it's much more of a Halloween is here, and it's much more of a November 1st movie than it is a Christmas movie.
I am shocked.
Yeah, like Halloween,
picked
I
this.
would watch it more as a Halloween movie than I would a Christmas movie for sure. But it's listed as
But
a
even
Christmas
for
movie.
that, there's not
And
really.
look, there's this girl that I'm crazy about right now who, if she heard this podcast, we would never have a chance
The
together.
Missus is a
Like,
big nightmare.
I
Christmas
know.
fan,
so like I'm possibly forfeiting all chance I have at
telling
getting
you.
married to this girl that I like because she likes this movie so much. This might be the red flag that she can't deal with.
Oh my goodness, I am blown away.
Yeah, dude.
That are number one. I did not expect.
I'm so tired
us to have not one
of hearing
but two
how
crossover.
Nightmare Before Christmas is so great. It's not.
That is
It really is. It's good.
It's insane.
It's so overrated though.
It is complete. It is over merchandise. There's every Christmas
Merchandised as hell.
and Halloween.
Yeah.
No, it's the merchandise that will not go away because it covers both holidays.
Yep.
Perfect for any company wanting to cash in.
And I think, you know what's
And
funny?
every time I see it, I'm like, I don't get giddy. I don't get nostalgic.
No, nothing.
There's-
we
I
should
feel
have
dead
predicted this
inside.
because you and I both love Thanksgiving. And
Yes.
this movie is catered towards people who hate Thanksgiving.
It is. It is. It tells you there is no holiday between the two.
No.
It tries to convince you that there's no splurging.
Man, I'm telling you.
Anyway, a completely overrated film. I am shocked and a little bit happy that we both.
I think our friendship has reached a new level.
It really has.
Here it is. Boom, level
Bing,
up.
bing, 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 bing.
We can hate on this together now without any fear of retribution.
That is true. Well, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of hate in the comments.
That's-
Maybe.
I hope,
But you know what?
there might not be.
You know what? I just have a feeling.
We've said it.
We're gonna have
We've
some
said it
dittos.
out loud.
We're
We
gonna
have
have some dittos in the
Come on
comments.
now, please.
And I believe the dittos will outnumber the outcries.
You really
now.
think so?
I'm wondering if people are like, you know what? I didn't want to say anything, but because you said it first, Matt.
Because we're braving it.
Or maybe there's a keyboard warrior out there that says, I've always said that. Yeah, whatever. You would never
Fine,
say that.
we agree with you. Whatever.
Like we just told you, we're only saying that because we're on this podcast.
That's right. So we'll check the comments next Saturday.
But hold on. I want to hear. Do you
wanna
have
hear-
any honorable mentions?
I mentioned them already.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Tell me yours.
When we're talking about just bad Christmas movies.
Oh, well, that's a
every
different-
sequel that's out there, but one sequel
Uh-oh.
that I do want people to see.
Die Hard 2.
No, Christmas Vacation 2.
Really? Tell me why. Because I just
I've-
watched Christmas Vacation with somebody who's
Classic.
27 years old, and she's never seen it before.
Classic.
She did not like it. Generational
Hold on, let me
humor
think about that.
did not translate well. And
Wow.
yeah.
Christmas Vacation works. If she were to say any of the other vacation movies, I would get that.
Yeah, Christmas
'Cause
Vacation.
It's
nah.
one, and I like the vacation movies.
She was like, "Why is this guy who's already married to this super hot wife have to be flirting and cheating on his wife with this
"Oh man,
supermodel?"
she is
You know?
super hot."
Yeah,
Here's the thing with Christmas Vacation, it's different from every vacation movie. They're not going
Yes,
on a trip.
that's
and,
right.
And it's fish out of water.
he's
comedy.
having
It's not
yeah,
that.
he's having his big
It's
home fashion
everyone
Christmas
home for the
that
holidays,
he's always wanted.
and everything going wrong.
And every man in our generation would want that. You know, you want to have your own home. You want to have the passing down of the generation from it's Christmas at your house this time. Because you want to have
You
a
wanna
good.
have the
It's
traditions
you want to host the
that you
Thanksgiving or the
remembered.
Christmas dinner that you have at your house, not at mom or dad's house.
And,
or
and
whatever.
you can connect to that because
Right.
our childhoods
Men-
had some darn good Christmas.
Yes.
And I always feel like, man, mom and dad played Christmas music all the time around the house. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't do that enough here.
Yeah, and
And there's a lot of things
Exactly.
I wish I could do that mom and dad did for us. And so you want to. I was so proud when Megan's family they came over for our house for Christmas because we have a big enough house to house everyone.
Yeah, and that's
And
that's a part of what Christmas Vacation is about.
And I want it to be spectacular. I want people. So that's a little bit surprising. A little bit. I'm not going to say shocking because
Sure.
older movies I get it. But wow. But Christmas Vacation 2 is the exact everything that Christmas Vacation is. Christmas Vacation 2 is not. It is
Really?
one of the worst films ever made. But to know that someone did this, knowing what the first one was,
Yeah.
putting Cousin Eddie in it, and a few other returnees.
Yeah.
His wife is there. Griswold's daughter, one of his daughters from one of
Okay.
the films, is there. They brought in some names from the franchise, and you still You still made it bad. And it's just, I don't know. You shouldn't pay for this.
Don't pay for it, but
don't
watch
pay
it.
for it. But watch it
And
if you're
appreciate the spectacle.
if you love the first one, watch the second one and just sit there and go, take notes.
Yeah.
Like, how dare they?
Appreciate the train wreck that it is.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
You know what it is?
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, well, I mean, it's Cousin Eddie. He goes out. It's his island adventure.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got Randy Quaid to do this?
They got Randy Quaid to do it. Well, he wasn't doing anything that Saturday.
In the morning.
Samoflange.
Oh.